Welcome back everyone. Today we're going over a new Palworld update. So they just released a new update. It's version 0.2.0.6. So they start with new content. They have implemented the first raid boss, Bellinor, who we went over in a previous video. You can summon the raid boss by using slabs at the new summoning altar. Raid boss pals summoned by slabs are very powerful and cannot be captured. Work alongside your base pals to take on these powerful foes. Pal eggs can drop after feeding raid pals. The extreme version of the raid boss is incredibly powerful and difficult to defeat. New training manual items have been added. These manuals allow you to give experience points to pals. New item Ancient Technology Manual has been added. This manual gives you ancient technology points and can be randomly found inside dungeons and chests. New recovery meds items have been added. Using these meds will slowly recover your HP over time. New item Homeworld Thundercloud has been added. When used, this item will instantly move you to your nearest base. New item Ability glasses have been added. When equipped, you can see pal stats. New stat boosting items have been added. Power fruit, life fruit, stout fruit. These items will boost pals stats when used. Added a new passive mercy hit. Pals with this passive cannot reduce enemies HP below 1 when attacking. New item Ring of Mercy has been added. When wearing this ring, you cannot reduce an enemy HP below 1 when attacking. New armor multi-climate undershirt has been added. Protect yourself against both the heat and the cold with just one slot. New building Electric Egg Incubator has been added. This incubator consumes electricity to automatically adjust the temperature to the optimum temperature for each egg. New building Ore Mining Site has been added. This mining site allows you to produce ores from the comfort of your base. Now the PAL updates. Kelpsea can now produce PAL fluid at the ranch. Drummond can now produce high quality PAL oil at the ranch. You can now reduce the weight of metal ore when riding Serpent Terra. Increase the amount of ore dropped while riding Astagon. You can now raise PAL's rank to the maximum with a single synthesis using PAL Essence Condenser. Condensation progress is now accumulated in the individual PAL. Negative PAL statuses will now be resolved after spending some time at the PAL box. UI updates. While aiming a sphere, it will now display how many of the target PALs have already been captured. You can now check the cooldowns on partner skills for all of your PALs on the main screen. Equipment and items stats are now visible on the technology tree even if you have not unlocked them first. The tutorial has been improved and renamed to Journey. You can now show and hide the journey in the games option. Damage numbers display sizes can be changed in the game options. In raid boss battles, the damage numbers tend to overlap a lot and it may be difficult to see, so we recommend adjusting the size. Player updates. Items dropped by players after death on a dedicated server can now be picked up by anyone after 24 hours of real time have passed. Added a new sleeping player emote. Base related. You can now allow and disallow certain work for base pals at the monitoring stand. Chest filters have been added. Select item types to allow or disallow inside chests. Crafted items are now transported from crafting facilities. Selecting allow transport when crafting will result in pals transporting those items to chests when finished. You can now edit your character's appearance at any time by using the antique dresser. Building and building piece placement rules have been relaxed. You can now connect stairs facing upwards. Roof pieces can now directly connect to foundations. Triangular walls can now be connected to stairs. You can now force a pal to work and cancel their break by picking them up and throwing them towards a facility. Pals recover their sanity while taking a break, so be careful. Fixed assignments now remain fixed even after bad events occur. Previously, some assignments would change due to certain conditions, but now they will remain fixed unless the PAL is placed inside the PAL box. Balance adjustments. Minimum heat and cold resistances have been added to various armor. You will no longer need to take off your heat-resistant armor when it's cold at night in the starting areas. Reduce the button press time for the egg incubator. Change the pattern for Yormutite Ingus to something more unique. Added legendary blueprints for some firearms dropped from specific enemies. Corrected the selling price of diamonds. In single player, it is no longer possible to select the initial spawn point for multiplayer. Block the back of the starting area with rocks to prevent players from getting lost or stuck. The increased attack power multiplier of partner skills that increase the player's attack power while riding has been uniformly reduced from 2.0 to 1.2. Eggs now have a small chance to produce alpha pals. Flying and floating pals are now immune to falling damage. Shop price adjustments. Bug fixes. Fixed a bug where the treasure chests would become empty when dying in a dungeon, etc. Fixed an issue where the effects that increase the player's attack lack power while riding, was duplicating and accumulating under certain conditions, fixed an issue where players were not receiving loot when capturing pals while mounted, adjusted the HP of the legendary pal and fixed an issue where the difference in HP between the captured legendary pal and the bred legendary pal were too large, fixed an issue where pal would eat while riding, fixed an issue where spheres thrown close to wild pals would not hit and be lost. Others. Improved various pal models and textures, added and adjusted some sound effects, many other minor bug fixes. Dedicated server. Fixed an issue where sorting did not work in the server list, improved the server list to allow page transitions. Dedicated servers now support various log outputs. Implemented REST API. Please check the tech guide for more details, and they supply a link to that. Cheat prevention. Fixed a vulnerability that allowed Steam account spoofing. Fixed 7 other critical vulnerabilities. Soundtrack. 1 new song has been added to the soundtrack. If you already purchased the soundtrack, please update and enjoy the new song. Please note that the soundtrack may take a few days to update. They go on to say we are planning a larger, more content-packed update for summer 2024. In addition, enjoy never-before-seen scenery and thrilling adventures on a new island, home to many new pals. In addition, we plan to add a large number of content, including buildings, weapons, and tower bosses. Thank you for your continued support of Palworld. And they got the Bellinor up there. They also say there's a known bug after the version update. It has been reported that there's an issue where eggs cannot be placed inside the incubator. We apologize for this inconvenience. The problem can be resolved by rebuilding the incubator. There is so much good stuff here. I could go on for hours, but I'm sure you don't want hours on this, so I'll just do the patch notes. If you want to talk about it, my Discord will be linked in the description. I hope to see you, yes you, in my Discord shortly. Till next time, friends, stay awesome.